Namaskar, I'm Harpreet Kaur and I welcome you all to our live and interactive online training session which we are conducting under the umbrella theme ICT for Teaching and Learning of Mathematics. Well, this is a 5-day, 5-hour training session where each day 1 hour between 4 and 5 p.m. is dedicated to our online training program. Now today is day 4 of the training session. We are already through with our previous 3 days where we learned about different technologies because of course we want to make mathematics learning a fun, easy for teachers, students, teacher educators. Now on day 4 we will be talking about immersive technologies for the teaching and learning of mathematics. This particular training program is organized by Central Institute of Educational Technology, that is CIET NCERT, New Delhi. Now, this session is absolutely live and interactive, which you are watching right now on our eVidya channels 6 to 12 and also on our YouTube channel NCERT Official. Since this session is going to be interactive and participative, you can always call us and you can get in touch with our experts and get your doubts cleared. So please take down our phone number, which is 8800440559. We have also a special email ID for you, which is training.helpdesk@ciet.nic.in in case you want to share your feedback, your doubts, your questions via email. Last but not the least, you are watching us live on our YouTube channel NCERT Official. So you can always go to the comment section, put in your questions, suggestions and feedback over there and get in touch with us. And now, let me introduce you all to our expert for today's session who has joined us. We are joined by Dr. Muhammad Mamoor Ali. Sir, namaskar, welcome to the session.
Thank you, namaskar.
Sir is assistant professor from Jamia Millia Islamia, New Delhi. And sir, before we move ahead in the session and you talk about these immersive technologies and you explain everything in detail along with the demonstration part, I request you to kindly brief me, all our learners and viewers, about what exactly we are going to learn in this session.
Okay, thank you. So, we are going to discuss 3 or 4 points mainly. The very first point we will discuss about that what is the meaning or concept of immersive technologies,
right?
And then we will try to understand that what type of immersive technologies are there in the field. One by one we will discuss all these technologies like AR, VR, 360 degree camera like that, and then we will come to the next point which is the main point of this session, that how we can use these technologies. So, we will focus upon 2-3 things when we will demonstrate, like we will discuss the virtual labs where simulations will be there, and then we will also try to understand how virtual labs can be used on DIKSHA as well as Olab. So,
right.
These kind of content we will cover today,
right,
in detail.
Absolutely. So we are going to learn all about it. But sir, before getting into the details, let's try to understand the topic for today's discussion, which is all about immersive technologies. What exactly do we mean by that?
Yes. So, if we start with the meaning of immersive technologies, maybe you can see the slide also the same time while I am talking about it. The very simple meaning of immersive technology is that it is a kind of environment where individual or the person can feel that he or she is inside of that particular environment,
right,
and that is created with the help of technology, and it is the nature of environment, maybe the artificial and the simulated. So, in simple words we can say an environment which is created with the help of technology, and the person who is there, who is interacting with that environment, is feeling that he or she is inside. So, these technologies, what they can do, they can sense the body movement, the posture, the gesture, and these things can be used as input to the technology, and through these you can say these kind of inputs, this technology can interact with the individuals, and individuals can feel that he or she is inside the immersive environment. Maybe all of you have seen the children playing the video games, and while they are playing the games on you can say on some device, either it is mobile or tablet or any other, they are so submerged in that particular game or that particular content, they forget what is happening around them.
Absolutely.
So they ignore the surrounding, they ignore the environment around them. That is why we call it that this is immersive environment. And that is why we are here to talk about that, can we create some kind of immersive environment which can be used in the teaching learning process, because we need the depth engagement or interaction with the content. Right. So that students can learn better. So if we can use some immersive technology in our teaching learning process, particularly in mathematics, because mathematics need you can say special attention, so we will be achieving the target of the quality education.
Absolutely. And so, because mathematics is such a interesting subject, that sometimes when we do not get the right technology or we do not get the right guidance, we make it quite challenging for us. Now that you have explained the meaning of immersive technologies, can we get some examples that are related to AR, VR, 360-degree resources, and something about these virtual labs?
Yes, yes. So as I mentioned earlier, that we will discuss today some these kind of immersive technologies. So if we try to categorize or try to list all these immersive technologies, the major you can say types are augmented reality, virtual reality, and then we can also talk about the 360-degree photos and videos, and lastly we can also include the virtual labs in this, and you can say list of immersive technologies. So if we start with the augmented reality, it is not very difficult to understand those who are already in the field of technology and teacher education or education, that it is a kind of superimposition of computer generated perceptual information over the existing physical surrounding, and that is why we call it augmented reality. And there are different devices which can be used to create that environment of AR, you can say, that are maybe some smartphone or tablets, and then we can also use some glasses which are there in the field, which are known as AR glasses. Sometimes you can also see in the field that there are some headsets which are used for this kind of augmented reality environment. So there are different devices. Even we can also talk about the similar way for the use of AR devices for you can say our teaching learning purpose. Maybe you can see the screen that the child is wearing the glasses which are used for the augmented reality resources. Even NCERT has developed one mobile app which is known as ePathshala AR VR, and NCERT has developed the content also which can be used for this kind of experience. Like if you go to the NCERT textbooks which are printed, the textbooks are having some particularly science class, you can say science textbooks. If you go to the 9th and 10th class content, you will find that there are some diagrams, some you can say figures which are linked with this kind of AR content, and whenever you are thinking to use these AR resources in teaching learning, you have to install this mobile app. So if you go to Google Play Store and find ePathshala AR VR, it is very easily you can say located, and just download and install this app, and then you can go to the content there. It is divided into classes 9th and 10th, and then there is a list of these figures, and whenever you click on these figures, you will find that this resource is coming out, or this environment is coming out in the devices. So that is why we are saying that we are using augmented reality in teaching learning, and we can use this AR in science as well as in mathematics. So there are different resources in science and mathematics. Particularly if I talk about NCERT textbooks, it is currently in science textbooks. Maybe in future we will have mathematics also, means in mathematics textbooks also these kind of resources will be integrated. If I talk to the next point, that how we can utilize the AR in teaching learning and what kind of benefits we can take. So if you remember, the NCF 2005 was focusing upon constructivist approach, and even NEP 2020 is also focusing upon constructivist approach of teaching learning. So how we can build some environment which is the base, you can say based upon this constructivist approach and with the help of technology. So these are the very good examples, means augmented reality may be a good example of creating such constructivist environment where child can can interact with the technology and the content and create his or her own knowledge with the help of his or her own experiences. So that is why we are talking about AR VR. And the another important point in teaching learning is that we can also talk about activity centered or activity based education, because whenever you are using these kind of technologies AR or VR, we are talking about that we are creating the activity centered education environment, and it can help the student to become more motivated. They can collaborate with their peer, they can develop their, you can say, awareness, and they can do better in their learning. So with the help of augmented reality or virtual reality, we can improve the learning of you can say students in all the discipline, particularly if we talk about mathematics. So mathematics performance can be better with the help of AR technology. Similarly, the environment which is created by virtual reality, that is also there. And if I talk about what is the meaning of virtual reality, it is 3-dimensional. It is computer generated situation that simulates the real world. Again we are creating the environment which is artificial, which is a kind of simulation of the real world. And how it can be created, again there are some devices, like we are talking about nowadays the headsets which are there in the field for AR and VR. So similar to AR headset, there are VR headsets, virtual reality headsets. If you see the screen, the person is wearing the headset of VR, and it is a kind of experience which he is gaining using this device. Maybe you can think upon what he is doing. He is actually trying to understand how to skill himself for you can say what to say,
for using this,
for using the vehicle, means he is under training. So that kind of environment can be created with the help of VR technologies, which can be used in teaching learning also. That for example, if some content is demanding some kind of experimentation, some kind of activity which is not possible through face to face mode or physical, you can say, things which is either it may be harmful or it may be not possible to bring that kind of physical reality in the classroom, we can use this virtual reality. We can use this environment to give the experiences of that kind of you can say content. So we are using these headsets or the you can say devices for AR as well as VR. If we talk about the you can say importance or the meaning, you can say what we can do with the VR in teaching learning, then again it is similar to the AR, and it is going ahead the level, you can say, which we are covering with the AR, that now we can provide the experience which is hands on, means child can do something with the you can say content or the technology there in virtual reality environment, and can learn something with the help of those experiences. And this experience is having the immersive nature or interactive nature, means the child is feeling that he or she is inside the environment, and he or she is interacting with the elements there, and that kind of so fascinating for the learners that they forgot or they are not aware that what is happening around them in the physical world. And this is so powerful, this environment, that they can construct their own knowledge with the help of these kind of experiences. So again we can say that this VR environment or VR technologies can facilitate constructivist learning, which is the demand of today, which we are talking about too much in NEP or the you can say all the discourses of education particularly. So that is why we are focusing upon AR VR in teaching learning, and particularly we can think upon that what kind of resources can be used for teaching learning of mathematics. So there are different examples in the field. If I go ahead with the next you can say type of immersive technology, it is also very much famous nowadays that we are using 360-degree photographs, even 360-degree videos, and it is not very difficult again to understand. These are the photographs which can give you the view of all the direction, means the complete you can say view from one end to the other end, and it is captured simultaneously as well as presented simultaneously. So there are different features also. If you talk about 360-degree photographs or videos, the very important feature of this type of technology is that it has complete panoramic view of the surrounding, and it allows that the viewer or the learner to explore every angle of the scene. So suppose a child is viewing the 360-degree photograph or the video, he or she can go to each and every angle of that particular scenario or scene. So that is the power of the 360-degree technology. And another important feature of such you can say technology is that it is having the high resolution, so that you can observe the minute details of that particular scene or scenario. So it is having high resolution which can be captured with the high clarity and precision. And last but not the least is that it allows for the identification and tracking of the movement throughout the entire field of view. So this is the power of the you can say 360-degree photographs or videos, that it can again provide the immersive environment or immersive you can say feeling that child is inside in that particular environment using these 360-degree videos or photographs. So this kind of technologies are available in the field, and we can also talk about different you can say virtual lab also. So these kind of things can be discussed in the classroom, or we can use these you can say technologies in the classroom.
Right, sir. So, like you have explained very nicely about AR, VR, 360-degree resources and virtual labs also. Can we have this demonstration that how exactly can we use this, can we use this, practice this to make mathematics really fun? And also, after the demonstration, I would also like to talk about some examples of simulations and virtual labs. So please go ahead with the
same.
Okay.
So we can demonstrate, yes, of course. We can see that how it works and how we can use these technologies in our teaching learning process.
Yes.
As you asked the second question, that what kind of simulations
Yes.
and virtual labs are there. So before demonstration we can also first discuss that what kind
Sure,
of virtual labs are there and what is the meaning of this lab which is virtual, we
Absolutely.
are calling it. So first of all it is a computer based activity where students are interacting with the experimental apparatus which normally they use in the lab, physical lab. So they are you can say in the same environment which is created virtually, they are interacting with the experimental apparatus or the activity which is there with the help of computer interface. And this environment which is we are calling virtual lab, it stimulate physical labs, means we are creating the artificial lab in place of physical lab on the screen, on the you can say technological devices, and it allows the learners to perform experiments which they are supposed to do, and they learn through these experiments, these you can say activities in virtual environment, which is required you can say a kind of engagement, a kind of interaction with the technologies. If I talk about simulation in detail, it is a kind of step by step guide which takes through the students or learners theoretical scenario, then enable them to experiment that particular you can say activity or experiment, and then observe the outcomes, the results in a controlled or virtual setting. So these simulations, these virtual labs nowadays very much used in our you can say educational settings. So come to the main you can say point, as you asked, that what kind of simulations or virtual labs we can use.
And also, sir, before you explain these points, I think what you have explained just now about simulations and virtual labs and their use, I think the best part is that students can repeat the experiments also at their own convenience. If they do not have the access to the physical labs at the moment, but virtual labs also serve the purpose a great deal. We have seen that in the studies of science, where you conduct those experiments. Of course, there's no harm as well.
Yes,
and
of course.
especially happens in the maths also. So now, sir, let's talk about those demonstrations thing and how we can access them. Are they easily available free for all?
Of course, of course. So, if I talk about now the examples of these virtual labs and simulations, we are talking about 2-3 things in the field particularly, and these are very much used nowadays also. So, we start with the PhET simulations, which can be used for these disciplines like science, physics, chemistry, biology and mathematics also. So, first of all, in general, we can understand that these kind of simulations are available for all the subjects, particularly science and mathematics, but here we are focusing upon these simulations particularly for mathematics. So, I will demonstrate that how we can go to these you can say environment like these websites and explore the content particularly for mathematics.
Right.
So, if you see the screen, you will get the first point, which is their PhET simulation, and to get the access you can go to the any browser, type the URL of that, you can say PhET simulation, which is there on the screen, if you can see the screen. So, if I go to directly to that particular location, you will find like this, that this is the first page of or the home page of PhET simulation website, and there you will find one option at the center, explore our SMS, so simulations, SIMS. So, whatever you want to explore, you will go here first, means you will click here. So, just click on this button, you will get the next window, which is you can say a list of different subjects as well as different experiments or activities. Like you can see the screen, the first you can say list of physics experiments and activities are listed, and after that mathematics and statistics content is there. So, if you want to explore the content or the resources related to mathematics, you have to click on the icon which is there just near to the term which is written math and statistics, or even you can see the list downside that there are different you can say resources, experiments and activities. So, now we can go to explore these resources in detail. So, if you click there, you will find some simulations, like this is the example of one, it is related to the fraction, introduction of fraction. So, if you want to understand or you want to give the environment of you can say simulation to the students to learn this concept fraction, you can use this resource. So, how we can use? We can go to this website, we can now if I click on this particular link, we will reach to that particular location where it is live, means now I am live to the you can say this demonstration I am doing. So, if I click on this video, you will get the experience that how it works. So, just I am clicking on this, it will show you the details. It is loading now. So, if I go to understand the introduction part, just click on this icon. Now, you see the environment there. There are different things on the screen, like first of all you have to understand what are the things there on the screen. You see here the cursor is that 0 upon 1. So, it is denoting that first of all we have to understand that how you are going to make the fraction. Fraction 0 upon 1 or 1 by 2, 1 by 3, like that, you understand all these things. So, first of all whether I am taking the whole or I am dividing the whole into some parts, equal parts, like if I take 2 equal parts, means I am dividing the one object or one thing, one whole in 2 parts, then I am talking about the fraction. So, now I am selecting or you can say dragging and dropping one you can say this shape which is in the circle and dropping at the point there. So, it will show you that it is 1 by 2. Now, it is important for the teacher that we have to make the students understand that this highlighted portion is 1 by 2 as well as this not highlighted, which is not highlighted, the white one, both are the fractions and it is 1 by 2. Similarly, you can also focus upon the shapes. it is circle. You can also talk about that it is not only always that we can use circle only to explain the fractions. We can also use the other shapes, like we can also click on that button option, it is rectangle.
Yes.
And even rectangle can also be shown in two ways, horizontal and vertical. So, if I want to show that we can also think upon the vertical shapes, then I can use this you can say option. Even I can use the cylindrical shape 3D, you can say. So, if I use this one, it will show like this. Even I can also talk about the real objects, or the you can say the things which are called as real examples. So, if I click on the next button, it will show some kind of cake, or you can say picture. So, you can show these kind of things to make the students understand that fraction is not only understand or can be understood using only one type of shape. Even we can also talk about the number line.
Okay.
So, there are different types of environment which can be created using this kind of simulation. Now, next point is, it is just 1 by 2, means we were dividing the whole into two parts, but we can also talk about the next level. That means, we can also talk about the 1 by 3, 1 by 4, 2 by 3, 2 by 4 kind of fraction example. So, if I want to divide the whole in means the 3 sections, equal sections, then or 3 equal parts, I can click here. So, it will now create 3 sections or 3 equal parts. Now, again I can select the you can say one portion, one part, and dragging and dropping. So, it will show you that now it is 2 by 3. Similarly, I can use the other shapes to make the student understand that again we can use some other shapes to explain these kind of concepts. So, this way we can use this environment to explain the concept of fraction. Even we can go ahead with the next level, like we can think upon, this is where the cursor is, it is showing that you have taken only one unit, one whole. If you want to take more than one, it can explain the other level of the concept, like we can talk about now 3 by 4 or 5 by 7 and more than that. Means we can go to the next level, increasing the number of whole. So, this way we can use simulation for teaching fraction, or we can also use simulations, similar simulations for other concepts. So, this is one of the way of teaching with the help of PhET simulations. If you want to explore more things, you can go to the you can say the same website which is there now, maybe you can see here. If you want to go to the next page or the home page, you can click on this option PhET simulation, and then you can again go to the explore our simulations. So, when you click on that option, you will get the list of all the experiments or the activities. So, here is the list. If you want to see or explore the complete list, you just click here, it will give you the complete list. At present, it is showing that we have 50 such kind of resources, means such kind of experiments or activities. So, as per our need, as per our content, we can select some of the experiment or activity and can use in our classroom. So, for fraction, it is not only one, it is there are 2, 3 or more than that. Like we can also use the other resource like fractions, mixed numbers, or even build a fraction, or even fraction equality, so like that. So, it is you can say a website,
Okay.
PhET simulation, which can be used for such kind of simulations, which can be used for teaching learning mathematics.
Okay. So,
Yes.
do we have, sir, even more examples? Like, of course, I'll come to those examples, but first of all, I would like to understand that, we have learned that, why these immersive technologies are there. And of course, we are talking about National Education Policy 2020 also, which lays stress on blended learning. But what about the importance of using these technologies when it comes to routine teaching learning experience?
Of course, as I mentioned earlier also, that we are using these technologies to provide the students constructivist learning environment,
Right.
where child can do something, can interact with the content or the technology, and can generate or create their own knowledge with the help of their environment and experiences. So these kind of things are available in the field, that these AR, VR or virtual labs, and teacher can just go to or explore these websites or these, you can say, technologies, and select the resource which is mapped with the, you can say, content
Right.
which they are going to teach, and then they can use in the classroom. If you allow me, we can also discuss some, you can say, virtual labs, which normally, because most of the teachers are knowing about DIKSHA
Yes.
and Olabs, so we can also use DIKSHA and Olabs for the virtual labs. So if you see the screen again, you will find that we can go to the DIKSHA platform, and there is a section particularly dedicated for these virtual labs.
Right.
So I would like to demonstrate or to show our viewers that how we can go to DIKSHA and then we can access or explore these virtual labs. So just see the screen again.
Sure.
This is the website homepage. Maybe you have already explored this DIKSHA website. So there is a banner. It is scrolling. So I have taken the screenshot of that. This is virtual lab screenshot, means the banner. So if you click on that particular banner, virtual labs, you will go to the that particular page where virtual labs are there. So if I click on this, you can say, banner, I will land on this particular page,
Okay.
where I will be able to see the list of the content grade wise, means class wise, class 6, grade 6, grade 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So as per my class, as per my need as a teacher, I can select some, like for example, if I go to class 10 for example, so whenever you will click on explore, which is button there downside with the banner grade 10, you will get this option Hindi medium as well as English medium, means you can select the medium first, that you want to access the material in Hindi medium or the English medium. Then the list of subjects is also shown here. If you are exploring the class 10, it is showing mathematics and science. So whenever you will go to the class 11, it can show you physics, chemistry, biology and mathematics kind of, you can say, list of subjects.
Right.
So if I click on mathematics here, I will land to the next page, where I will get the list of the experiments or activities of mathematics. Like if you see the screen here, this is again a screenshot that we are having some activity related to a particular topic of mathematics, which is coming from math lab manual, and there is another list which is showing at the right window, side window, where we are having a list of videos and interactives and other documents. So if I want to explore the virtual lab kind of, you can say, resources, then I have to go to either video or the interactive. So if I click on either video or interactive, I will get the list of those, you can say, activities or experiments which are there in the form of video or simulation.
Okay.
So this way I can use, if I click on that, you will get this. I have selected one option there, and it is showing that we have the video for volume of a sphere. So if you want to learn, or if you want to teach this concept volume of a sphere to the students, you can use this simulation or this video. So this way we can explore. This is just a screenshot. I can go live also. So if I use this, you can say, page, I will land whenever I will click on that link to the OLab, online lab. So that means you can go to online lab directly also, or you can go through DIKSHA portal also. So now I will show you that how we can use this online lab, OLab, as well as how to explore live these kind of, you can say, resources on DIKSHA. So if I go to the website directly to the, this DIKSHA, I can go to any explore web browser, and I can type diksha.gov.in.
Right. And do we need to create an account, or we can access these labs directly?
There are options there.
Okay.
You can, whenever you are going first time, it will ask some questions, some information. related to your like profession, whether you are teacher, whether you are a student, whether you are means your role,
educator, teacher,
or educator,
right.
and then it will ask about the board also, whether you are searching or you are using the CBSE board or some other board, state boards. So some information has to be provided,
Okay.
and then you can use the this particular platform.
Okay.
So as I show already we have shown you the screenshot of that website diksha.gov.in. Even we can try to show you the live also. It is taking time, but it will be easy to understand when we will be live. Till this website open, we can also talk about the OLAB directly. So if you go to OLAB website directly, it can be shown like this. Just see again the means the screen. If you see the screen, you will get this page.
Yeah, and the web page is also ready, sir?
Yes, that is also ready. So both way we can go. First I am showing you because already we have reached this point. So if I go to this website OLAB, you will find some sections, means some different type of material. If some activity or some experiment is based upon some theory, or in mathematics we have some content related to the theory or theorem, so then that particular section will be shown under the section theory. And then if some experiment has to be done and some procedure is standardized, then you can go to the procedure section.
Okay.
If some activity is not based upon these two things and directly we are learning that particular activity, means it is just a kind of activity, then you can also go directly to animation. So this particular example equivalent fraction is based upon direct, you can say, activity. So I am directly going to the animation section and click on this button. So if I click on this button, it will show you that how it will work. So this is the environment. It is now the video is going on. Just watch this video.
It's very easy to use.
Yes. You can observe the actions there. That the person who is using this is using the circle as a figure and then folding the you can say paper and then creating the fraction. So there are 3 levels: 2-fold, 3-fold and 4-folds activity.
Yeah, so it's demonstrating very clearly actually, you know. You can understand it very nicely because the animation is superb here.
Yes, so this is the environment which is created on OLAB, and this is demonstrated video, means someone is demonstrating. So even teacher can use this kind of video for first demonstration, that how to use or how to do this activity.
Right.
And after that we can ask the student for practice. So for practice we will go to the next level, means we will use simulation, but just for demonstration it can be used.
Exactly.
So this way we can show the demonstration of equivalent fraction.
That's right.
Now if I go back to use the simulator, means now I am asking the student or the learner to do the practice. So how he or she will use it. So the same way we can go to click on the start button. So whenever you will click on the start button, you will get the next window where it will be asking to click on this particular option. So at the center, so just click on that option and then it will give you some information that what we are going to do. So just read it and then click on OK. So it will start the activity. To start the activity, we have to use first tool to draw the circle. So just click on this particular option, tools. So if you click on that option, it will draw the circle and just click on the circle. So it will create the fraction at the first level. So if you use this first level fraction, means 1/2, it is one you can say step, first step. Now go to the next level or next you can say step of the activity, just click on the next button. So you will get the now 3 level folding activity options. The option A is talking about that we can do 2-fold activity. So if I click on this option, it will start the folding by clicking on one option section, and after completing this again I will click on the that particular you can say shape,
Figure,
so
yeah.
it will start unfolding.
Okay.
After unfolding, it will show that what is the meaning of now this one section, one you can say portion. So it is 1 by 4. So it is equivalent to 1 you can say, if I talk about whatever information is given, means what we observed here, there are total 4 equal parts. Number of gray means highlighted portion is 2. So if I talk about the previous you can say shape, it is 1 by 2. Now it is 2 by 4. So that is why we are talking about the equivalent fraction. Now we can go to the next level, means next activity. If I click on the next option, 3 folds activity, it will start folding in 3 fold. Again, after completing this, I will again click on the shape, then it will start unfolding, and it will show you that how it makes the equivalent fraction. So this detail is showing on the screen, and then we can also go for the next level, next activity, 4 folds. Again I can click on this shape, it will start unfolding. So what we are observing, it is showing that this is again you can say detail
Back
is
to
shown.
the original position.
Yes. So this way we can do this activity, and a student will understand that how fractions, equivalent fractions are created. If you click on observation, it will show you the complete details of all the actions.
Oh, nice.
So it will give you the overall picture what a student is doing. So students can understand the you can say concept of equivalent fraction with the help of this type of environment by doing this activity.
Right.
Again, as you mentioned very well, that this is the environment which can give the opportunity for doing the activity again and again.
Repetitively, yes.
So we can restart the you can say action, means we can go back to the starting point,
Yes.
and then can start again. So this way this environment is very much useful for the learners to create their own knowledge in constructivist fashion.
Absolutely.
The same thing can be done with the help of DIKSHA, as I mentioned earlier. There are different banners. So if I go to the banner which is for this virtual lab, it will like this. So if I click on this banner, it will land on the next you can say page, which is showing that we are having this virtual lab. So as I mentioned or shown you to the screenshots, if I go to suppose class 10, then I will click on explore button. It will show the list of 2 things. First is medium, so I will click this suppose English medium, then it will show me the list of subjects. So then I will click on mathematics, because we are talking now mathematics content. So it will land to the next page where we will get the list of the mathematical activities or experiments. So as we have done in the OLAB, we can use this DIKSHA platform also for the same purpose. So environment will be same.
Yes.
The only thing that how we are going, whether we are going directly to the OLAB or we are going to the OLAB through DIKSHA.
And sir, all the content is included in this website. When we talk about like class 12 and mathematics has topics like integration, differentiation, matrices. So even that is there?
You have to explore, because this is the you can say the content is in the phase of development.
Okay.
Many people, many institutions, many organizations are developing such content. Even NCERT is developing the content,
Right.
and similar you can say organizations. So every day it is updated. Means whenever you are, suppose you were exploring this website 3 months back and you are now exploring, you will get the difference. Means some new content may be there, which is uploaded by these you can say agencies or institutions. So I cannot say directly that yes, this particular resource will be there. Maybe you will find and I hope that you will find that resource whatever you want to explore. So my request will be to all the viewers who are teaching mathematics, even not only mathematics, the other science subjects, go to this website DIKSHA as well as OLAB, as well as you can also explore the PhET simulations which we have demonstrated today, and try to explore the content which is useful for your class in whatever you are teaching in the, you can say, classroom, maybe class 8, 7, 6, 9, 10, whatever you are teaching. So, first you have to explore, then only you will be able to know whether that particular resource is there or not. So, as you asked me that what kind of information can be asked in the DIKSHA platform,
yes,
you can see the screen and then you have to respond those things.
Right. And so like it's a very interesting website, and content is getting updated every day. So it's, we can say it's a work in progress, but there's still a lot more that we can explore through this website. Now I have a question that you know, content is being updated and
Yes.
it is accessible to all, free for all, but what about the you know, feedback and suggestions? I'm sure the one who are using it, they must be facing some kind of challenges, you know, in probably understanding the concept or in accessing the module or the content. So how are we actually you know, solving these things? Where we can send our basically suggestions and where we can contribute so that we can upgrade the website as per the requirements.
If you, there are two things which you are talking about. One is the development of resources.
Right.
Development of resources may be done with the help of the academia, means the teachers, teacher educators, as well as some technology experts.
Right.
But whenever you are talking about the website or the software, it is not easy to do some kind of, you can say, things by the teacher or teacher educator.
Right.
But what we can do nowadays, that we can create a team, because
Yes.
collaboration is the now need of the hour.
That's
that
what I
we
was
can
asking.
collaborate
Yes.
with the teachers, teacher educators, techno
That's right.
experts, and come together for the you can say good cause that we are working for the students of the country. So the cause is very noble, very good, that we can come together and we can create a team to do better in this line, that we can develop some quality material. Absolutely. Whether it is simple interactive video or some immersive content and like that.
And
so
yeah,
yes, collaboration is the key.
That's absolutely. And so one more thing that I would like to ask you, that we have just you know, seen some content as an example. Are we really going to have mock test also, like some student who wants to prepare for the examination and that particular student wants to take a mock test for mathematics through this website? So are we looking forward to these tests also?
I can't say directly as a mock test, but yes, the assessment part is the assessment section is there, that
Okay.
child can do can go for self assessment kind of things. I skipped that part, but if you go to this PhET simulation or this you can say OLAB or DIKSHA, you will find that after completing the demonstration activity on the OLAB particularly, there will be a section for assessment. Means
Yeah.
there will be some questions,
Yes.
some kind of, you can say, assessment items, where child can self assess whether he or she is going in the right direction, whether he or she is understanding the content correctly or not,
yes,
concept correctly or not.
True.
So that kind of environment is yes possible and is available there. So we can use that you can say feature of that particular platform.
Yes, I was talking about assessment only, sir. And sir, we're still left with 5 more minutes. So would you like to share some more examples, or would you like to demonstrate something else that can be of benefit to our viewers, students and teachers? Anything that is related to the website that you would like to show?
What I want to say at the end, that it is not only just for the sake of using, you can say, such kind of material, but what we can do, we can think of the importance of such material.
Yes.
Like if we talk about the immersive technologies, particularly VR, AR, or 360-degree videos, or you can say virtual labs, what they are doing, these technologies are creating an environment or they are providing the experiences to the learners which are immersive, which are
Yes.
interactive, and it is so close to the real world that students are feeling that yes, we can use this environment, we can interact with this environment, and they can learn the things better because they are engaged, they are inside the, you can say, that particular environment. And that is why, as I mentioned earlier also, I am again repeating that point, that this is the technology which can be used for creating the constructivist learning environment, because we are talking about too much about constructivist approach, that we should use constructivism, we should use constructivist approach, but how? So that is the answer, that if you are using interactive elements, if you are using immersive technologies like AR, VR, 360-degree photographs, videos, virtual labs, really we can provide the environment to the learners which is truly constructivist.
Absolutely.
So that is why it is a kind of revolution
Yeah.
in digital, you can say, area or digital era, that we are providing these kind of resources to the learners. And we are fortunate enough that technology is so advanced that it is not very difficult nowadays to create some such resources.
Absolutely.
So just there is a need that teacher educators, techno experts should come together and then
collaborate.
work.
Yes. To make it even more beneficial and meaningful. And of course, you rightly said, these are immersive technologies, and when you are engaged in some kind of experience, you learn better, and you take it as a fun. It's not something challenging or which is going over your head, but you understand the concepts also, and you can apply them virtually as well as practically in real life. So that was a beautiful session that we conducted on day 4, titled Immersive Technologies for the Teaching and Learning of Mathematics. I would like to thank my expert, Dr. Mohammad Mamoor Ali. Sir, thank you so much.
Thank you very much
for your wonderful contribution to the session and for making us understand this concept really nicely. You not only demonstrated the part beautifully, but you also explained that how it is easy to use, accessible, and how it is a work in progress but updated every day, and how collaboration is the key thing to make it even more successful. And with this, it's almost time for me to wrap up this particular session. But let me tell you that on day 5, that is tomorrow, which is the last day for this training session, we will be learning about digital games and apps for the teaching and learning of mathematics. It's going to be an interesting session. Of course, you will be ready by then to take the assessment test also, which we will be explaining you clearly on the last day, that is tomorrow. So that was our day 4 of the training session, which we are conducting under the umbrella theme ICT for Teaching and Learning of Mathematics. It's time for me to wind up this particular session, but before I leave, let's take a look at what's coming ahead for you. So we have this entire schedule in front of you on the screen, on which you can take a note of all the sessions that we conducted today. And now we are left with another live and interactive session, which is going to be Sahyog, and the topic will be digital wellness, and that is strategies for health and different habits. So it is going to be an interesting session, another participative one. So make sure that you interact, participate, and learn what is required. With that, it's a wrap. This is me, Harpreet Kaur, taking leave of you, and we'll see you very soon. Namaskar. Stay tuned.